All right, give Michigan credit. Obviously, tough loss. Give them credit. Thought they played really well. So move forward here to whenever we play next. I think Thursday, as it is right now.
Coach, the run in the second half there, I think 14-1.
Yeah, defense.
What contributed to that?
Defense and turnovers. Yeah, defense and turnovers. So we just didn't have the urgency we needed. So it's my fault. It's my fault.
I'll ask, their three-point shooting, it seemed like without Dickinson in the post, they weren't going to have a guy on the low post that they could put the ball down into, and yet your guys consistently, play after play after play, dove under the screens and left the shooters wide open, and they just made you pay time and time again. Just what was going on with your team's handling of those ball screens?
Well, you're talking about a 25% three-point shooter. So made a few, give the kid credit. You're not. If you're talking about that, that's on the ball screen coverage. You're talking about a guy who shoots 25% on the year from three.
And aside from that,
the other ones were transition.
Aside from that, just they had 11 steals in this game. Do you feel?
Yeah, we didn't handle the ball well at all. We were sloppy with it. We were soft with the ball.
Chris, how much playing defense is want to, and how much of it is can do, skill, and actually having the guys? Because this has been this is a broken record now.
Well, for 2 years now it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not our 2 of our first 3 years we were really good.
Right.
Top 20, top 25. So I think there is some things to consider there, and obviously we've got to find a way to coach it better. But there's clearly some personnel things we have addressed and we'll need to continue to address.
How hard is it that in recruiting to know that a guy has that special thing to get out on the perimeter or whatever?
Yeah, it's 1-2 and it's dimensions, it's physical dimensions, and it is 1-2, and I think clearly we didn't have enough 1-2 on that end today. I thought that and our turnovers got us beat, but again, that's on me. Obviously, they didn't have the readiness for that that they needed to have.
Chris, you guys got Thursday if you play. What's the key going to be in these next few days to get guys healthy and to keep that energy level, or to get that energy level back to where it should be at playing some of the days?
Yeah, we need rest. We need to get healthy, but we need to play better. We need to play better, and we need to defend better as a group. So, health is certainly a factor.
Coach, you guys have struggled with second half droughts really all season, even in wins. How do you correct that going into the postseason?
Yeah, we had too many careless turnovers. Their trapping of the post bothered us a little bit, but yeah, we didn't handle that well. So that's on me. That's my fault.
Coach, you know, happened to Michi there with the injury, and do you have an update maybe on Kyle's status going into the Big Ten tournament?
Yeah, I think Michi turned his ankle and Zed re-injured his ankle. I don't know the severity of both, and I'm not sure yet on Kyle's status. I think he's getting better by the day, but I couldn't give you any update other than he's getting a little better by the day.
Chris, over these last 2 years, as you mentioned, it's been a little bit up on a trend here. Do you feel like you all have prioritized defense enough in your roster build when you brought guys in?
No, we've got it. I think we have moving forward. I think we've got to, and obviously Kyle's versatility hurts us. When he's out, it affects our defense in a significant way because you have another versatile frontline guy that you can switch with. But clearly, it's something that we have addressed, and we've addressed it since this has kind of been an issue for a year, and we need to continue to address it.
How does something like that kind of get away from staff? Obviously, you have multiple needs you're trying to address all of them at the same time, but how does that area kind of get away from you guys as you're building?
Oh, and I don't want to put it all on that. I think we've got to do a better job across the board in every way. So I don't want to say it's just personnel related. I just think we're seeing some things where we've got to continue to get a little more length and a little more positional versatility and a little more defensive versatility than what we've had. And some of that is it takes you time to kind of build and construct the roster. But we've been intentional about that in our recruiting, and I think it's heading in that direction. But again, it's not all that. It's we've got to coach it better. So that's on me.
EJ and Justin were both talking about effort and saying guys didn't bring enough. and on a senior day in front of that crowd playing Michigan, how does that sit with you?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously unacceptable. So it's, I think senior day is a lot of emotions that goes into it. And it can almost be in some ways paralyzing because of all that goes into it. But I just didn't think our bite was near good enough in the second half, and that's on me.
Are there things though that you can attribute that to? I mean, you're coming off, you had a losing streak, you beat Michigan State, and I know every matchup is different, but what do you pin something like that when it seemed like maybe you had things moving in a little bit better direction just a couple days ago?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Two more, Adam and then Steven. You call this stretch unlike anything you faced in your career, like an NBA schedule at times. Now that it's over, you do get a couple days here. How much does this team need rest to get ready for the stretch?
Yeah, I think we need rest, but we need to get better in some areas. Rest and health are critical. Rest and health are critical. But you know, I just thought. Yeah, rest and health are critical, but there are issues that we've got to continue to improve in. And we've taken some strides in some areas. We've not turned the ball over like this in a while. We've not been this sloppy or careless with the ball.
When you have a loss like this in a season, how hard is it to move past it, knowing that the most important part is right around the corner?
Yeah, I think our guys know what's in front of them. Obviously, they're all extremely disappointed, as am I. So, but you know, you take it between the eyes and move forward.
You guys were up 39-30 at halftime, but like they were turning you guys over in the first half.
I think it was a 7-point game, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right, 7-point game, but like they were turning you guys over in the first half as well. They just weren't capitalizing on it. Did you guys kind of sense that at halftime and kind of, I don't know, did anybody say anything? Like just...
Oh yeah, that was an issue. Yeah, I think that and our rebounding were significant issues that were addressed at half. I just think, you know, they got into us and they bothered us, and we didn't run good lead cuts, and then their trapping from the baseline was something they had not done. Obviously, when you play a team a month ago and you beat them, they're going to make adjustments. They adjusted to how they were playing the post, and we thought we had given them solutions, but clearly we didn't. So that's on me.
Were they physically tougher than you guys today?
Well, I mean, I'll let you guys answer that, but obviously we need to play a lot tougher.